Hello and welcome to the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter show from a very different location today. I am actually down in Blairgowrie in Victoria. For those of you who don't know, my father passed away on the 16th of November. So we came down for the funeral and we are in the process now of the final stages of selling Dad's house. So Julie and I have been down here waiting today for the house to go unconditional and catching up with family. So welcome to the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter show, the special edition with the beautiful Blairgowrie in the background. Just a little mucking around here, getting things organised. Today, I wanted to share something with you very special because this is something that I see happening for many women, especially if they are struggling with releasing those kind of last pieces of weight, and that's about food cravings. And today what I'm going to be sharing with you is how you can release those food cravings in a couple of ways. If you're watching this from one of the groups, you'll need to give StreamYard permission in order for you to answer questions or ask questions, and I'll ask you to do that. Please feel free to ask as many questions as you want, just that I can't see who you are. if that you ask, it's just one of those things with StreamYard. But I'm going to get straight into it because I didn't want to make this about 20 minutes today, and I want to make sure it's really jam-packed for you with lots of information. As I've mentioned before, for those who don't know me, my name is Sally Thibault. I have been in and out of the fitness and wellness industry for well over 40 years. My focus is on helping women release the weight that no longer serves them and age well and look and feel younger at the same time. And of course, one of the biggest issues for many we have, especially we're coming into Christmas, is this whole thing around food cravings. But I'm going to share with you some information today that might give you a bit of a different view, understanding of what food cravings are actually about, what they are really about. And so I'm going to share with you that in a little bit. And what over the years that I've discovered with working with hundreds of women, what is actually the root cause of these food cravings. And while we can think it's about food, it's a little bit more than that. So a study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that 97% of women and 68% of men experience common food cravings. And so it's not, if you think you're the only one, you're not. 97% of us, the women, actually experience food cravings. And I know for myself, we know, if you've been through pregnancy, of course, when you have those pregnancy food cravings, there's nothing you can do to stop it. I remember mine was, for my son was olives and feta cheese, and for my daughters was chocolate milkshake. So there you go. All right, so now food cravings are often sparked by physiological, emotional, and psychological factors. And in my experience over this time, I found that over 90% of the time, cravings are emotional. Now, when you understand why they're emotional, I'm going to share with you the four major ones that I come across. When you understand why they are emotional, it gives you a greater understanding of what's actually going on for you. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you how you fix it. All right, let's look at first chocolate. Cravings for chocolate. Now, there's two types of cravings for chocolate. So things like caramel chocolate or things that sort of last a long period of time. Often I've experienced in working with women that it's a need to feel love and a release from stress. It's like that I just want to kind of move away from life. It's just everything's too hard. I feel like I'm getting no support. I just need that time. And so we reach for foods such as smooth, creamy chocolate, perhaps chocolate milkshakes, things like that have that real beautiful, smooth, creamy thing. So if you're the type of person that's going to sit down and eat a packet of Caramello Bears, just check. Am I so stressed at the moment and I feel like I'm not supported? because that could be the bottom of that particular food craving. And of course, the next one is the crunchy chocolate. Now, these are things like Maltesers and Kit Kats and Tim Tams, that real kind of crunch that's got the chocolate with it. And that is often, morning, Karen. Yeah, me. Got it. That is often unspoken frustration with someone close to you, someone you love. So it's like you don't want to say the words, or you're trying hard to not upset the apple cart with someone that you love or someone that's close in your life. And so you keep it inside. You're thinking all the time about what I can and can't say. So those are two. So chocolate, smooth and crunch, the smooth and creamy, or the chocolate more crunchy. So I love Kit Kats. They're my favorite. And if I'm standing at the supermarket checkout, and you know how they have all the chocolates, my eye will always go to Kit Kats because I just love that crunch and the chocolate. So understanding that helps you to understand what causes it. Remember, with everything, food cravings, in my experience, is not about the food. And with everything we do in a Stronger, Leaner, Lighter program, what we're looking at all the time is why you do things. There's always a reason. There's something trapped in the amygdala that's causing it. Okay, let's move on from there. Chips. Things like chips, crackers, that crunchy, salty, is unable to speak honestly, I should say honestly, and repressing anger. You may be in an environment with your family or friends where you can't speak the truth and it frustrates the hell out of you. That's often the chips. You kind of crunch down so you don't say anything. And, you know, I find when I first did this work, for me, it was Twisties. I really love Twisties, that real crunch, kind of cheesy. Now when I think it just makes a stomach turn, but I used to love them. You know, once I started eating, I couldn't stop. And to me, it's when people talk about food cravings, to me, it's more like the food that once you start, you can't stop. You've got to finish the packet. So what you're looking at is that. All right, let's look at the next one. Now, this really came up a lot in through the first part of COVID. If you noticed that when we locked down, people went home and baked bread and cakes. So this is where the serotonin boosting food. So things like those simple carbohydrates give your brain a bit of a lift. A dopamine, serotonin hit goes, oh, I can relax. And it's time like that. It's like we're desiring simpler times. You might have been, so your grandmother who used to bake cakes, or maybe, I know for us, when hot bread first came out, and we were kids, we'd go to mass on a Sunday morning, and this is kind of ironic. We used to go to mass on a Sunday morning, and then we'd go to a hot bread bakery called Hades. Anyway, so all the Catholics would line up at Hades hot bread kitchen to buy the hot bread. So whenever life gets a bit overwhelming, I find myself going towards that, we just had to have that hot bread, and it just reminds me of simpler times. What's really interesting is all my brothers and sisters is exactly the same. Whenever we feel that life is getting overwhelming, and for those I mentioned before, my father passed away on the 16th, we all found we were going for fresh hot bread or fresh bread with Vegemite on it. Just remind us of that simpler, happier time. So it's looking at, okay, what is this food craving telling? Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. And of course, the big one is sugar. Now, the problem with sugar is it's addictive. So all those things that I've mentioned before, other than the bread, is addictive. Though it's got a component in it that makes it addictive. But sugar can often mean high stress. So you're looking for that boost. You haven't had enough protein. You're too long between meals, and so you're looking for that boost that you need. What I've found with sugar is it perpetuates on itself. So the more sugar you have, the more sugar you want. And switching to things with no sugar in it is not going to help. In fact, it makes it worse. Why? Because physiologically, your body is looking for sugar, because that's what it's addicted to. If you start eating things without actual sugar in them, it's like your body goes, well, this isn't what I want. This doesn't feel right. No, I can feel the sweet, but I haven't got the sugar. So Don't go for things that have low sugar or no sugar in them, like Coke Zero or any of those, because you're going to still overeat those because your body's looking for the actual sugar. So any of those replacement type things are not beneficial to you. Now, a really interesting study I was just reading in regards to how we crave certain foods. There's a food that's been released in the US, and it's chips. And every 5th chip in this pack has chili in it. The idea behind it, when you get a hit of the chili and you eat it, you go to the next one, there's no chili. So you're going looking for the chili. That's what food technologists do, right? So a lot of these manufactured foods are designed for you to eat more. So when you're looking at foods such as those sugar replacements, you're just not getting that, what the body actually really needs. Let's look at some comments or questions. Karen, sadly, yes. Me, I got it. I know. When I finally figured this out, it made such a huge difference to me. And it's really important, I believe, to really keep on top of that. So what I'm going to do is going to give you 2 solutions right now, and how I can help you get over those food cravings. And especially if we're going into Christmas, if you're around family a lot and you are stressed with family, overwhelmed with family, your trigger will be to that food, whatever it is, that's going to stop that craving. So the key to it is to deal with it now. That's the key, because when you start to put these steps in place, you'll be able to get through Christmas without any benefit, any impact on your weight. And to me, looking after your health now is exceptionally important, so you can enjoy Christmas without having to start all over in January. I mentioned on the show last week, there are people who are I'll start winners. I'll start when? No, now. Because what I'm about to share with you is not short term. What I'm about to share with you is the way that you fix these food cravings for good, so you don't have them. If you wait, you're still creating that inflammation. You're still creating the issues in your body. You will be gaining more weight, rather than dealing with these issues now, so you don't have them. Does that make sense? You don't have them for Christmas. You'll have Christmas, you'll enjoy it. You're about to have, a couple of handfuls of Maltesers, and that's it. Not the whole. For me, it's scorched almonds. That's my thing. But you can have 1 or 2 of the scorched almonds, not sitting by the bowl, eating the whole lot, making you feel terrible the next day. Okay, let's look at the 2 solutions. Number 1, tapping. Now, studies conducted using MRI, this is conducted at Bond University, found significant decreases in food cravings under MRI. Were able to measure what was going on in the brain after 4 weeks of using EFT. Now, for those who don't know what tapping is, it's a blend of cognitive behavioral therapy and acupressure. And when you tap on certain meridian points around the face and upper body, lowers cortisol, which again, remember, food cravings are about something going on in your life. So when you lower that amount of cortisol, what you're doing is lowering the intensity of the food craving. The beautiful thing about this solution is right at your fingertips. You can just tap on this. Now, if you're going to go into Christmas where life's a bit stressful at the moment, you're going to reach for those foods. Everything I find for Christmas for many people, especially when they're with family, or perhaps you can't be with family, it's real trigger points. And so if you can get through Christmas without being triggered, your health will be so much better. And you're not going to do what everybody else does in that whole thing about losing weight in January. No, you won't, because you won't put it on to begin with. The other solution is the TR90 supplements. Combined with this is just absolutely brilliant. And I want to share a little bit about them with you. So what we've got in the TR90, there's 3 things in particular that I've just talked about. Number 1, there's the TR90 control, which helps with food cravings, promoting a healthy appetite. Now, what's in this? A tart cherry, pomegranate, green tea, and cacao powder. What that does is help you to manage those food cravings, gives you a healthy appetite, lifts and elevates your mood. The second one is this TR Fit, and this reduces stress. So TR Fit reduces stress, creates a healthy metabolism, and helps you maintain that lean muscle mass. As you're going into Christmas, you don't want to be focused on losing your muscle mass and metabolism, because that's where your metabolism is creating your muscles, right? So you want to be ensuring that through Christmas that you are keeping your levels of health up. Now, this contains citrus bioflavonoids, capsicum fruit powder, and along with other things, but those are the main ingredients. And of course, I talked before about sugar. Sugar craving often means you're not getting enough protein. So the green smoothies are fantastic. Also, you're out a little bit more Christmas time, and maybe 2 or 3 days over Christmas, you're not getting those fruits and vegetables that you would normally get. I hope you're going to be eating a lot of mango. My friend Sandy up at Gilbert River, who has a mango farm, but eating lots of mangoes. They're a different type of fruit that we're eating, but maybe not getting enough of those greens. And the green shake is just absolutely brilliant for that, ensuring that you keep your energy levels high. You're getting those good greens to ensure that you're getting great antioxidants. So we're coming at it from two different angles here. We're coming at it from the psychological aspect with EFT and tapping, and we're coming at it from combining, ensuring that your metabolism stays strong and that you are maintaining your focus. The good thing about the TR control is it helps with your mindset, gives you a greater mindset. So I want to share with you what I've got going on, and I'm going to get to some of these comments. So what can we do? Let me see if I can get this up. What can we do when we cannot speak the words? Tapping. That's the best thing to do, because remember, when you're triggered, your stress levels go up. So the idea behind EFT and tapping is it lowers those stress response, and so you're not triggered, because remember, we're only triggered by things that have happened to us in the past. When we tap, that cortisol level lowers. Oh, okay, we don't need to say those words because that's not ours. We just can sit in that space in order to keep on an even keel. But the beautiful thing about tapping is that it can start, if you're at a party, right? You're at a Christmas party, you're at a Christmas gathering with family, and Uncle John's playing up like a crazy person yet again. We've got all the stuff about what's happening in the last 2 years, and you feel triggered because once again, you can't speak your truth. Tapping, you tap, lower that cortisol level, and you're not triggered yet. Oh, whatever you think, Uncle John, and you don't feel that desire to respond. All right, let's get back to these banners again. Let me get comments. Let me just fix this. Okay, where am I? Banners. All right, so let me tell you what I've got going on. So if you honestly are ready to do something about this now, not in the future, now, because every day you don't deal with this, your body responds. You're not going to get any healthier. I've got a Transform You in 90 days using all these supplements, and I'll tell you a little bit more, 15% off the regular retail price until the 4th of December. And what that happens is that you will be able to maintain your energy levels, control those food cravings, feel stronger, make sure you're getting enough protein. Those green shakes are phenomenal for making protein balls. The kids love them. They're great for those snacks, or for the adults, add a little bit of rum, the protein balls. Plus, you also get, on top of that, lifetime membership to the Stronger Leader online program that's normally valued at $79 a month. Now, in that Stronger Leader program is a whole series of tapping for food cravings. There's a whole series in there of how to tap properly to get the best results, There's also a series in there on food cravings, chocolate, chips, and bread. Those are the three we tap on. So whenever you're in that situation, you're feeling a little bit out of control, you can go straight to tapping. Plus, we have tapping for stress and overwhelm. We also have videos on conscious eating, and of course, my 9-minute workout. So if you're worried over Christmas that you're not being able to get your exercise, I've got a series of 9-minute workouts. Grab some bands from Kmart or Target. You don't even need weights, and take them away with you. And that exercise will also help you deal with the stress. So that's for that. And what else is there? So there's a Stronger, Leaner, Lighter program. Oh, yes. And a call with me. I can't, all my things have gone all over the place. A call with me. So that's normally valued around $200, where I set up a bespoke program for you. So I will look at what you need to do, what you need to tap on, what's going on with your energy levels, how to create the best workout program for you, plus how to conscious eat, exercise mainly, what's going on with your sleep. We cover all of that in the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter online program. It's normally, as I said, $79 a month, but as part of the Transform You program, the 90-day program, it's 15% off plus all of this included. So if you would like to know more and take advantage of that special I've got only until, what did I say, the 4th, Sunday the 4th, please click in here. I'm just going to see if I can get this up. I'm operating on, hang on, let me get it up. Edit. I guess I'll be able to edit this. I will add it into below, and because it's not, I'm just not able to get it up at the moment. I hope you're there. Here we go. There we go. I'm back. When you're out of your own environment, it's really difficult. Okay, let's get this up. I'm going to get up this, how you can get a hold of me. I'll pop it in the comments, and I would love for you to have a chat with me. And yeah, I know, right, Karen? Funny. You should have seen what I was putting up with today. Oh my goodness. Nothing like being out of your environment, right? We'll be home next week, but it's been lovely to spend time at my dad's. So if you're ready, okay, really look after your health. Make sure you get through Christmas. You're not going to be one of those I'll start winners. And you also won't be starting in January. Yeah, because this program is not a diet. Can I just tell you that? It's not. It's going to help you release the weight that no longer serves you. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you feel stronger, leaner, and lighter, because we're working specifically on metabolism and sleep to ensure that you're healthy all the way through. So with that, I'm going to leave you. Please reach out for a chat. I can have a chat, let you know what's going on. And can I just tell you, this is probably one of the best things that I've experienced when you combine all the subconscious work, the tapping, the sleep, looking after your health, combined with these supplements. Holy cow. I mean, it's why you wouldn't do it is beyond me. Can I just say, having been down here with going through my father's funeral and writing the eulogy and all that, these supplements have been a godsend. Just a godsend. And I can't speak highly enough of them. I don't know how we would have got through, especially the last 2 months with Dad becoming ill so quickly and going down so quickly if I didn't have this. So click on the link. Let's have a chat and let me help you feel stronger, leaner, and lighter now. And you're going to save 15% off. All right, I'm going to leave you, and thank you so much for joining me on the show today. See you soon.